We have one of the chief honchos here from Entrepreneur Magazine. Oh my gosh, Jason, it's great to have you here. So Jason's agreed to step in for a sec. We're gonna trade out Rudy here for a minute on our next round of judges, and we're gonna bring in Jason Pfeiffer from Entrepreneur Magazine. So Jason, come on up. I know, great, good to have you here. Yeah, well, there's a guy that knows something about entrepreneurship if you're editor-in-chief of that magazine. All right, fantastic. So now we're going to have Jeff Hoffman come back and join us in a minute. And then also joining us on the stage is, I think we have our third judge. I think they're changing the screen here, so we got the right team up here. And we are being joined by Mark Marriage from the Global Entrepreneurship Network. Mark, thank you very much indeed. All right. Yeah, we didn't want to wear out our judges, so we're giving them a few at a time. So this is fantastic. All right. So everybody, we're now going to hear from another batch of companies, and super excited that we're going to be hearing from Logan, who's going to tell us a little bit about a company called the Best Darn Tape. Logan Kuvo has got a premium sports tape engineered for maximum durability and grip. He keeps athletes and teams performing at their best with fewer retapes and lower material costs. So I met Logan before. Great to have you up here. I had an athlete's son, and I was trying to work out what does this tape do that's better than whatever he uses. But I'm going to look forward to hearing a little bit about that. So Logan, what we're going to do is you get this set up here. If there's anything you want to share with the judges, you can do that. And your microphone's right here. And I'll tell you when you're ready. I'll tell you when to go. Thank you. So again, Best Damn Tape. You judges got Best Damn Tape on there. Yeah. All right. Are you guys all set? You got the company? All right, good. All right.
That mic on.
So, Logan?
Is the mic on?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, they'll worry about that. Yep.
Awesome.
So, Logan, you can start now.
Hi, everyone. My name is Logan Kuvo, founder and CEO of Best Damn Tape, and a senior entrepreneurship student at West Virginia University. And I'm here to disrupt the sports tape industry. And this really all starts from my why. Being an elite level athlete my whole life, I was an ice hockey player. I know it's a little interesting with hockey tape, but I found a discrepancy in that market. Two companies dominated the space. And when I came home from my 15-year hockey career, I wanted to make hockey tape better. And not only did we make it better, we made it the best. And this is all from $9,000 while being a full-time college student. And we're still bootstrapped up until this point, but we've been able to foster the trust of NHL teams, AHL teams, and NCAA teams across the nation. We work with the Winnipeg Jets, Philadelphia Flyers, Anaheim Ducks, Ohio State Buckeyes, Princeton Tigers, you name it. We have been able to work with them. And we've been able to scale from $7,000 to $55,000 to $130,000 by this year end. And this doesn't even account for our big retail push towards the end of this year into 2026. We're heading down to Walmart Open Call October 7th and 8th, and we're currently negotiating a huge distribution deal with the biggest hockey company in the world. And we're also negotiating with some specialty retailers as well. And it doesn't just stop in hockey. We want to be the sports tape for all of these athletes worldwide. Gymnasts, football players, basketball players, it doesn't stop just there. And we always want these athletes to play the best, using the best with Best Damn Tape. Thank you guys so much.
All right, so you just missed the one question we were all waiting to hear. Why your tape? What's different about it?
So that right there is our flagship product. It's a PVC base where everything else is a polyethylene. And the PVC allows you to stretch. That is the tape for hockey players use around their legs and their shin guards. So it keeps their shin guards on tight, keeps them safe, and makes them look good while they do it. And it's stretchier. You can pull it around your leg and you don't need to use as much tape, and it's not gonna fall off compared to everything else. That was really what pushed me to make this company, was tape that fell off, and with our cloth tape that frayed on the ends when we had it on the stick.
So what drives an NHL team to abandon whatever tape it was using before and go to you? What did you say to them that actually made that conversion?
That's an amazing question. At the end of the day, it comes down to obviously having a great product and having these players trusted, especially at the NHL level. But really with these equipment managers, I've been able to foster an amazing relationship with them, and they really do value that, coming to the town, being able to go out and see them. And the other company that we've been competing with has gotten really, really big. And what I've heard from a lot of people is that they're stretching too thin, and that's where we want to be able to come in and still have that old style of business and the family relationships, and it's really proven a lot for us.
Do hockey players actually feel pain? I didn't know that was a thing.
Beyond kind of some of the higher leagues that you mentioned in terms of like Anaheim Ducks and the NHL, I mean, who are you targeting in some of the lower leagues? There are a lot of hockey teams that are out there.
Yes, absolutely. We are in, you could name a league in the United States, and our tape is probably in there with a team, and we're 3 years into business, and we've been able to, really get that family footprint around this company. We want these athletes to be invested in more than just tape. We want them to have a brand that they want to follow along with, and we've been able to partner up with youth teams kind of the same way that we partner up with pro teams, and give these parents and these players a chance to buy this tape at a discounted rate and still be treated like a professional player at such a young age.
We've been talking about teams, but where's the real growth opportunity in this business?
Yeah, I definitely think, after a lot of looking at it, it's a lot of our early distribution was these big scaled with the teams, but we really want to move into retail. And with Walmart coming up here soon, we're talking to Dick's here in December as well. We really think that's a big opportunity for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Fantastic. Great job.
You guys.
Thank you.
Congrats.
All right. Great job. Well, while our judges are doing their judging, we're going to get ready for our next presentation. So now we're going to be hearing from a company called Monthly, which is from Iko Pickering, and she's going to talk a little bit about a product, an absorbent, full coverage period boxer briefs designed for people with hard to manage periods, delivering more comfort. So come up to the stage, and you can get ready. And when our judges are finished with their last presentation, I'll let you know, and we can get going. Can you tell us where did you come from?
I came from London and then through Alabama, so
Oh,
come
well.
a long way.
Oh, wow. You've come a long way. Fantastic. We're thrilled to have you here.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Thank you so much indeed. And the company is called Monthly. Yeah, Monthly. Whenever our judges are ready, we'll get started.
All ready?
All right, good. I'm going to say 5, 4, 3, and we can tell you to start now.
All right. Periods suck. And if you're one of the 1.8 billion people that have a period, you know that. If you're one of the 600 million that have a chronic condition that makes your period even more painful, you really know that. I'm Iko Pickering, and I have one of those chronic conditions, and I also happen to be a chronic oversharer. So after hundreds of conversations about periods, I found that 90% of people weren't loving their period product. Unacceptable. So I created Monthly, an ultra-comfy, planet-friendly period underwear brand made for real bodies, real pain, and real periods. Our underwear are adaptable to your body and flow, featuring an ultra-thin pad because no one wants to feel like they're wearing a diaper, stretch to accommodate for bloating and cramping, and fun prints because it's finally time for your period product to be comfortable and something you actually want to reach for. We know that we're making a real impact for the painful period community because we were able to more than triple our entire 2024 revenue in the first 6 months of this year, and that led to my butt being featured in Vogue in a pair of period underwear, which is still really crazy to think about. The painful period industry is a $24 billion market opportunity that is massively overlooked. And with $200,000, we'd be able to generate over $1 million in revenue while scaling our current products, new products, scaling our ads, and prepping for retail expansion. Our customers say that our underwear are the most comfortable thing they've worn and ask if it would be weird to wear them every day. It literally wouldn't be because they're that comfortable. Say hello to your new favorite underwear because everyone deserves a comfy period.
Great job. First, I just want to apologize that you had to pitch that to 3 dudes. That sucks.
It's only mildly awkward that none of us actually have ever had a period, but go on.
Yeah, it would have been better if you did, but that's okay. That's okay.
So tell us about the market that you're competing in. What do the competitive landscape look like?
Yeah, so there are other period underwear on the market, but we are the only company that is built for hard to manage periods. That looks like endometriosis, PCOS, and if you don't know what these big words are, that just means your period is extremely painful. What really sets us apart is we are an extremely customer-focused product. Everything in this underwear is based from our continued customer discovery, and every iteration we do is based on that. More than that is our branding, so I have been open, transparent in my own chronic pain with our community, and that has created a feedback loop and also created trust that has to be intentionally built. You can't just build a product and bring trust.
So an opportunity like to get your butt on Vogue doesn't really happen every day. How did that come about?
Yeah, we started running ads at the end of last year, and it really scaled our product. We've sold out twice since then, and so generating that kind of visibility had Vogue reach out, and and then my butt just ended up in Vogue, and I don't know, not many people can say that, but it's really exciting.
So you said you sold out twice, which brings up the question of manufacturing and fulfillment.
Yes.
In order for you to scale and take on a lot of orders, what do you need to do?
We need to get ahead of inventory, so our plan is to not sell out again. We have a new inventory tracking system to make sure that we are capitalizing on all of our leads and making sure that we have stuff in stock for our customers. It's capital to be able to fund that inventory, and just continuing to scale our ads and getting in front of people.
You said you reached $1 million in sales. Did I hear that right? No.
No,
What did I hear?
with 200,000, we could generate $1 million.
With 200,000, you
Yes.
could generate $1 million. And you're seeing the largest growth opportunity in really effective ads. Or where else have been your sales? Where's your sales growth coming from most?
So it's coming from a mix of ads and organic social. So like I mentioned, I'm extremely transparent in online. I'm a chronic oversharer. So you get on our TikTok, I don't know what you're going to find on there, but that has really helped push us forward in the way that I talk with customers and make content. So
Don't ever lose that energy. You should personally deliver every pair of underwear.
I try. My mom still packages all of them. We're looking for a 3PL, but in the beginning, my hands touched every single one, and everyone got a card from me. So I hope that I can still bring that energy with the way I communicate with my customers every day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hey, a big round of applause for you. You did a great job. Thank you so much indeed. I love the way she can carry her product. It's a little easier than a Christmas tree, isn't it? Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you so much. So while our judges are evaluating that, we've got another team coming on the stage. So-Gnar Sounds is a rugged, all-in-one wearable Bluetooth speaker and walkie-talkie designed for action sports and outdoor adventures. How many of you guys are into the action sports or outdoor adventures world? Any hands up? Okay, so we got a few people that might know a little bit about that. Great. Okay, so they're coming and getting set up, and while they're doing that, we'll let our judges continue with their judging. How many of you have pitched on this stage? Hands up. Anybody? Okay, they're doing a great job, aren't they? Is there any of you that love to pitch? Almost any time. Oh, you do. Okay. Well, most of the time I ask this, people seem to hate public speaking. They hate getting up there and doing this. And I always like to say that to remind us it takes a lot of courage to get up here and do this. So I like to give a big applause. So, all right, you guys nearly ready? All right. Now you need to make sure we tell them how to spell, how to pronounce your company. So-Gnar Sounds. Okay. So-Gnar Sounds.
Got it.
All right. All right. So let's make sure this microphone's on, and we'll give you a couple of seconds. You all set? You're going to be loud. That's great. You do what you need to do. The sound guys will adjust that if you're too loud.
Well, we're going to come over here. We're going to start here and go here.
Okay, good. All right, I'm going to get out your way, and I'm going to give you a 5-second countdown. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Drop it! Ride her down!
This is exactly what parents are worried about.
This is exactly what we've been building. This is So-Gnar Sound. Over 65 million action sports athletes go out every year with no reliable source of connections.
So-Gnar is the world's first wearable speaker engineered for action sports. Your soundtrack, your voice, your lifeline. all in one unstoppable package that thrives where limits don't exist.
Fully waterproof, two-way radio, premium sound with LED safety lights. Clips anywhere. Clothes, backpacks, and any other mounting option we have.
This isn't just snow gear. It's built for wakes, peaks, and everything in between. Oh my goodness. I completely forgot it.
It's all right. You're good. You're good. Yeah, everyone give him a round of applause. This is not easy.
It thrives where limits don't
Don't exist.
Yeah, I had it. Okay.
We're not just selling a product. We're building a safety network. One that's already patented. We're launching. We have our full production lineup ready to go. And we're building a movement that's going to make waves across the entire industries.
We didn't come here just to pitch. We came to win.
To get So-Gnar in the hands of every rider in America.
Who's ready to ride with us?
Hey. All
All right,
right.
you guys pulled it through.
Great job. Okay, so we're now going to take questions from the judges. Okay, so go ahead.
If I stood on that thing, I would break my legs. So you have to speak to me as if I don't understand that market. Exactly why do I need this product?
Yeah, no, it's a great idea, or a great question. So when me and my son, we go snowboarding, it's hard for us to pull out our phone and actually communicate with each other, right? So when we're riding on that same trail and say I get a little ahead of him or he gets a little ahead of me, now we can have that straight communication line. It's perfect for instructors, but it's not just for snowboarding. So imagine, if I'm out there actually driving the boat as like a wakeboarder and my son's wakeboarding, now I can actually communicate instead of trying to give him hand signals, behind the boat, so he knows the exact communication line. So it's perfect for coaching and instructors in pretty much any industry.
Wait, in that example, in the water, where is the device then? Because you don't have the ski jacket.
Exactly. It's actually mounted directly to our wakeboard jacket. So we have our own wakeboard jackets as well that we launched, and then so they're mounted directly in there, but we're also working on partnerships with other wakeboard jacket companies.
What does your current kind of traction look like in terms of sales or kind of partnerships that you have? How does that look so far?
Great question. Yeah, so we have the actual Coast Guard out of Virginia lined up. So once we hit spec, they're excited to be able to get this into their lineup. And then we also have 10 affiliates for professional wakeboarders that are ready to be rocking this product. So we've been selling prototypes for about 4 years now. So we've done a little over $100,000 in sales because we've been working on the technology.
Wait, unpack that a little bit more. You've been selling prototypes for 4 years.
Yes, correct.
That sounds like a long time to be selling prototypes.
You're right, 100%. So I actually came into the business about 8 months ago. So my business partner is an ex-wakeboarder, and he always had this vision. So we started off with just a Bluetooth speaker, and now we're transitioning into a Bluetooth speaker and walkie-talkie. That's perfect basically for any industry. So that's why we've had a lot of growth within the last 8 months versus the first 4 years when he was on his own because he had no help. He was trying to do it on his own.
How long does a charge last?
Great question. 5 hours.
Okay, one last question.
Oh, all right, I got a last question. The name. It's fun, but also if I heard it, I would have no idea how to spell it or search for
Right,
you.
So-Gnar.
Have you run into that problem?
No, we have not yet, and that's a great question. But I say we have not, but we probably have, and I just don't know it honestly. And I think that's a great question. That's something really to revamp, as we go forward and move forward. I really like that.
Thanks
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you,
I
guys.
appreciate it.
Thank you. So we got a lot of products around safety. So we're going to let our judges do some judging here. One of the other things we've observed, and we saw this in all the applications to pitch, is how big the industry is that's serving all of us as young parents. I remember when I was a young parent, I never paid attention to how much anything costs. I just was trying to work out, how do I stay awake during workday, et cetera, et cetera. And so I'm so proud to see so many people trying to make our life easier when we have newborns and young parents. And our next company is going to be one of those. So why don't you come up on the stage? We have Brighter Brands. Tiffany Gaines is going to join us, who's going to show us a new lightweight hammock-style seat that attaches to most single strollers instantly transforming them into flexible multi-rider systems. A great idea. I remember having to haul around my one, the double one, thinking most of the time I wasn't even using the other seat. So we'll love to hear more about this. So, so Tiffany, if you want to get ready to set up, and only when you're ready, that's a good idea. You can take that off there if you want to give me the stand. And when you're ready, we'll get set. And this is called Brighter Brands, judges.
It's actually called the stroller sling.
Okay, it's called
The stroller sling.
the Stroller Sling. It may be under Brighter Brands or the Stroller Sling.
The stroller sling.
Okay.
Testing.
All right, I'll let you know when to go. Hang on. Are you guys ready? All right. You can start your pitch now.
Thank you. Hi, judges. Let's play pretend. You have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. If you know, you know, right? You have 2 strollers in your garage, a single stroller and a double stroller. You want to take an outing at the mall for the afternoon. Which stroller should you take? You might think, I've got 2 kids, I'll take the double, right? But this stroller weighs more than 15 pounds in this one. It would be like driving a cruise ship through Nordstrom Rack, banging into everything, and you have to be a Tetris master to fit this in your trunk, right? So you think, all right, 3-year-olds can walk, right? I'm gonna take my single stroller. Ooh, interesting choice, judges. Because 3-year-olds can only walk if they're not hungry, tired, or throwing a fit. So your shopping trip is cut short. Your day is pretty much ruined. Well, this was me before I invented the stroller sling for myself 1 year ago. I used it for myself for a year and loved every minute of it. Totally changed my life. But it wasn't until I posted it as a mom hack on social media 3 months ago that it went totally viral. And people were saying to me, where can I buy this? I needed this yesterday. Take my money. So naturally, as a good entrepreneur, I said, all right. So I built a website, a pre-order page, started collecting emails, and sold $15,000 worth of these in the last 90 days. And our first order is shipping out yesterday, actually, to 250 happy stroller slingers.
That is an awesome story.
All during
Thank you.
nap time. Oh, can I add one thing? I'm currently pregnant with my 3rd baby, and don't worry, I'm not making double strollers obsolete. It can turn a double into a triple.
Way to go. Fantastic.
Really, really fun pitch. Are we? Yeah, we're in it. Really fun pitch. Congratulations on seizing that opportunity. Let me tell you the first thing that came to mind. I have a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old, so I was there.
Yeah.
And I saw my kids hang on to the back of the stroller, and the stroller goes whoop, backwards. So how does this not tip the stroller backwards?
That is a very common concern. The weight is actually balanced towards the front bottom of the stroller. And I have tested with my now 2- and 4-year-old over 15 of the most popular strollers on the market for tipping hazards, among many other things. Out of those 15 strollers, only 1 was a tipping hazard, and we have that listed online. We are not endorsed by any stroller, any stroller brand. This is an aftermarket accessory, and parents do need to use their judgment. Similar to installing the right car seat in the right car, you need to install the right sling on the right stroller, but we make that very easy for everyone on the website to figure out.
You could just zip your kids into a Christmas tree thing if you wanted to, right?
Wow.
Are there different sizes of those for different weights? And what's the max? What does that go up to?
The max limit for this is 45 pounds. Currently, the product is undergoing the Children's Product Safety Certification testing to verify that. I have that in the lab right now. This has the strength of 45 pounds. Every stroller has a different weight limit capacity, and you do need to pay attention to that. But for instance, this one can hold 150 pounds, and it's just a matter of how you're dispersing the weight. For this one, you can hold about 55 to 60 pounds. So let's say you have a 20-pound little guy up in front and a 30-pounder in the back. It works great.
Okay, we lost 20 seconds though, so we can have another question from the judge.
Last question, but keep it tight. What does your competition look like, and what does growth look like for you?
Sure. Rider boards are these big things that go in the back of strollers. And when you're letting your kids sit on this rider board, which is like a stool, they're not strapped in. It's not a safe resting place. And you literally have to walk on the side of your stroller like some awkward person to make it work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job. Well done.
Thanks.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to go to another product now, which is another product that also requires an understanding of weight and balance, but something that's going to come from a sport, not looking after kids. Catherine Calderon with Club Girl Golf is going to join us, who has a premium blade-style golf club engineered specifically for women, featuring a patented adjustable weighting system and a free online fitting tool, Caddy. So, Catherine, it's great to have you here. Thanks for doing this. Where do you hail from? College Station, Texas. Fantastic. Glad to have you here. So I'm going to, as soon as our judges are ready, I'm going to let you know that I'll let you know with the now, and that means you can start. So just give us a second. Do you all have Club Girl Golf? All right. Okay, so you can start now.
Okay. Howdy. There's 8 million women in the U.S. who golf, but 7 million of those women are unhappy when it comes to their clubs and equipment. Why? Because most manufacturers just take their men's clubs and modify them for women in a process that they like to call shrink it and pink it. Yet even still, women's golf is growing. Women make up 40% of the club market. That amounts to $1.5 billion a year. But only 5% of the clubs are actually designated for women. Now, as a lifelong golfer, an ex-professional, and an engineering student, I decided that I wanted to set out to fix the shrink it and pink it problem when I started college. This led to our debut product, the Monarch. The Monarch is a first-of-its-kind, patent-pending, adjustable-weighted club designed specifically for women. The innovation lies in our tech slot, which, when paired with our fitting system Caddy, will adapt the club to your unique swing. And it has the added benefit of being able to continue to adapt and evolve with your game, so you're never going to need to buy another club. During our player testing, we saw on average players were hitting 70% more accurate with our putter in the proper settings versus the clubs that they already had in their bag. Since launching, we've gained over 500,000 followers online, sold out of our initial launch, have 2,000 people on the waitlist, and have interest from major retailers. But my supply chain just can't keep up. Now, with my graduation coming up this December, I'll be focusing on scaling the business full time, but I don't want my customers to have to wait. With your help, I'll be able to grow into the retail space, scale up our production, and begin to develop a whole line of clubs using this same technology. Now, don't just take my word for it. If you've got time, I'd love to invite you up to try it yourselves. Awesome.
Great job. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know anything about golf, but I'm happy to try it.
Try it. Come here.
All right.
All right.
All right, so tell us what you're doing here.
All right, so I've got 2 clubs kind of pre-set up, that way you can try. So I want you to feel this one. Just swing it back and forth a little bit, give it a rock. Okay. Get a good sense.
All right, this is surely not how golf is played right now.
Yeah. So then go ahead and swap it for this one. This one's got a different weight, and you should be able to feel, it feels a little bit different on the back and through. So
Yes.
That's kind of how that's how our weight technology will work. It'll adapt it to your swing to correct your miss.
Great. It does feel very different.
Yeah.
Can you go a little deeper into competitively what's out there on the market?
For
There's
sure.
so many products that it's confusing to the golfer.
Yeah, so right now there's like 5 main players in the golf industry, and then you've got a bunch of smaller companies as well. None of them are doing any women specifically designed clubs. So when we were doing the design process, we went and I reached out to my followers. I said, hey, if you're a woman who golfs, I want to talk to you. Let's test equipment. So we have thousands of women in our network who have acted for us as player testers in a virtual or physical setting. And we designed the club around a women's natural golf swing just because we have a different balance point. So it affects our swing completely differently. But right now, no other company's doing it that way. Yeah.
Man, I think that's it's a great looking product. So it's basically weight distribution that you kind of attach the little weight to the club head. Is that right?
Yeah. So I'll show you.
And so golfers generate a lot of club speed, kind of pull them
100%.
through there. And so in terms of like, that, how secure is that weight?
So
For
it's
the head.
super secure. We've got it screwed in on both sides, and it's gone through USGA regulations, which means the USGA has got a rule weights can't move when they're in the head. So we've gone through and we've passed all of our regulation testing, which means nothing's moving. You get 4 different weight types, so there's 125 different combos, and our fitting system will actually walk you through it, so you can always get that perfect fit club.
Where do you see the greatest opportunity for sales?
So right now we do all online sales. I've been using just our social media to generate sales, but I think entering into the retail space is going to be our best bet. More than half of golfers, they want to try a club before they buy it. So being able to actually feel the technology will make the difference, and that's why we're wanting to grow into retail next.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Time for one more question if you want, because we burned a little of the thing. No more questions? Good, Jeff?
All
I
good?
think we're good. Thanks.
Awesome.
All
Great
right,
job.
thanks. Now, Jeff, I think you'll agree with me. We want to congratulate. We've had 2 students up here this afternoon. You know, Jeff and I both started our first companies when we were in college, or about to go to college. I started a company called Microchips, and he was starting another company. Do you know Yale wanted to kick him out of school because he wanted to do this nasty business entrepreneurship stuff? Isn't that true, Jeff?
Absolutely. That's actually how I funded. The irony is they wanted to kick me off campus for running a business, but I was running a business to fund my education.
He couldn't afford the fees, so he's forced to be an entrepreneur. And what do they say? He had to wait outside the office of the president, I think, for about 20 hours and to say, please don't kick me out. I'm the American dream. Of course, he sold his case. Isn't that great? But no, I want to applaud any of the really young people. We got a lot of young people that applied. And particularly people that are understanding how do you do something like prepare a golf club, design a golf club, not want to meet that, to fail on that challenge of meeting that customer demand prior to graduating from college. I want to applaud all of these young people who figuring out how to balance their education with capitalizing on an opportunity. So that's really great. Well, listen, we've got one last company for this particular round of judging, and we're going to be hearing, it's called Bluegrass Pharmaceuticals, spelled with an F, and it is capitalizing on a technology out of UT Austin called SMAG, which stands for Super Moisture Absorbent Gel, to passively capture and release water from the air. So I don't know what this is, but I'm super excited to welcome to the stage David Toomey. David, you're not in college anymore, so... Jonathan Toomey. Okay. I like that. My name's Jonathan. Nice to meet another Jonathan. There we go. All right. So thank you. So Jonathan, come up here, and you'll have a chance in a second to tell us a little bit about what you're doing. But are we ready, judges? With the company name one more time? The name was Bluegrass Pharmaceuticals. Yep.
Thank you very much, judges. Appreciate it.
Okay, Jonathan. So are you ready? Okay, you can start now.
All right. So there's 8 billion people in the world today. And the question is with water scarcity, water becoming more unavailable to these individuals, like what types of implementations can we bring to the table other than desalination or something that's energy intensive that can solve these crises, right? And ultimately, there's 114 countries that are critically water insecure, and there's 24 that are critically insecure, and the largest populations are Pakistan, India, China, as well as Ethiopia. And UAE actually predicts that by 2030 that they'll run out of groundwater. There'll be no longer any groundwater available for agriculture or any other type of featured drinking, for example. So there's a couple technologies that spoke about desalination, but the thing that you can utilize that people aren't looking into as actively would be atmospheric water that's in the atmosphere in the form of humidity. And so Bluegrass Pharmaceuticals developed a technology that harvests water from the air utilizing University of Texas Austin's patented technology, and it's the hydrogel, or the super absorbent hydrogel. Now, this gel is capable of absorbing water during the nighttime, releasing that water during the daytime in the form of liquid water, and can do so up to 50 liters of water per kilogram of material. And all of this operates on the diurnal cycle of the sun setting and the sun rising. And now in terms of market, so it's estimated that the market's going to grow about 10.7% CAGR, and by 2032, it's estimated to be an $18.7 billion market, particularly for advanced irrigation technology. And the business model behind this is we're going to rent the equipment, but also sell the water that's been purified or extracted by the equipment. And a lot of the times the pricing is going to be determined based on the region or the dedicated region. And then if we can achieve pricing with this instrumentation and generate water at the same cost that they're currently paying, then they're saving money and they're using less water.
To be fair to everybody, we have to stop you.
Just because you went over time.
Yeah, we're just being fair. You used all your time. Now it's Q&A time. Who is I don't know what volume this produces, so I don't know if this is for home use, commercial use. Who's your target customer and at what volume of water?
So this is industrial, and this is going to be like geographically challenged locations. So desalination can occur where you have oceans. So, you think of Japan as an ideal location for desalination technologies or condensation. But there's also areas that are very arid and humid, and this gel is capable at 15% humidity to capture enough water in an efficient manner. And as I said, about 1 kilogram of the material can produce 50 liters of potable water per cycle.
Talk to me for a second about your team. I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of science and technology that goes into this. I imagine you have a whole team of smart people behind you that are kind of helping out with this.
That's fair. So University of Texas Austin, I have to give them a lot of credit because these are award-winning scientists, particularly in water conservation and sustainability efforts. And so they recently won an award in Dubai, UAE, and they also had won an award in Europe. So I believe it's the Wall of Water Award in Europe. So some prestigious awards, particularly regarding that technology. In addition to that, we have 2 Fortune 500 C-level executives that sit on the board. And then we have the former global medical director of Pfizer that also sits on the board.
You have 30 seconds, so just throw 2 quick questions at you. Number 1 is I wasn't quite clear about how into market you are. And then number 2 is I've heard of technology like this before. It's not a space that I follow closely, but I know that the idea of pulling water out of the air exists. Why has that all not gained the kind of traction that would then open the opportunity for you?
Certainly. So just to address that last part right away, so it's the efficiency of the gel. So certain derivatives of these super absorbent materials, and made in certain ways or polymerized in a certain manner, they're going to have greater efficiency or the ability to sequester water during the night cycle and then release that during day. And it also has that thermodynamic capacity where when it goes below a certain temperature, it's capturing and absorbing water. When it achieves a temperature, let's say, goes from 30 to 40 C, it's releasing that water.
And then very quickly, are you in market?
Yeah, so prototypes, lab prototypes only.
Got it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks very much indeed.
I appreciate your time.
Great job. Thanks, Jonathan. Great. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, great to meet you. Another Jonathan. Well, we got another batch coming, but we've got something interesting. So we hope that these products are standing out and looking exciting to you. But many of you are trying to do that yourself. You're trying to design products that stand out. And in a minute, we're going to learn about, how do you move from that customization to that standing out, to that differentiation. And I'm very happy in a minute, I'm going to welcome up onto the stage someone that's going to talk to you about that process, and you can apply it in your own work. But before we do, once our judges have finished applying their thoughts to their iPads, I want to ask you to join me in a warm thank you to our judges who are going to take a break here. And so Jason, Jeff, and Mark, thank you so much indeed. You did a great job. Anything else you want to add? Awesome. You'll be seeing more of them, but we're very excited. Thank you so much, guys. Great questions, great discussion. So next on the stage, and we're moving along here because we're catching up a bit from the delay to make sure we keep you on schedule. We know at the end of this event, you need to eat, and if we're late, you won't be very happy. We don't want hungry people. All right, so we've got Jocelyn Yan joining us. Jocelyn, as I mentioned, is going to come up and talk about how do you design something that has got a distinction? How are you going to distinguish yourself from everything else? So Jocelyn, please come up to the stage. Thanks for joining us. Thanks.
Thank you, Jonathan. So now, back to some Alibaba tips. So hello, I'm Jocelyn. I'm the Director of User Experience Content at Alibaba.com. So in the earlier session, our team highlighted how fast customization makes product personalization easier, and how design plus AI drives success in e-commerce. From customization to differentiation, it's all about making products that truly stand out. And now, let's see how our design editor in fast customization brings that to life. So first, let's take a look at some macro-level insights. So Deloitte found that brands that excel at personalization, they're 48% more likely to have exceeded their revenue goals. They're also 71% more likely to report improved customer loyalty. And these consumer expectations are reshaping B2B sourcing, driving product demand for products that reflect a company's brand identities, that aligns with market trends, and that comes with fast and reliable delivery. We've also analyzed real sourcing behavior and buyer feedback on Alibaba.com, and here's what we found. So first, personalized products, they're in high demand among buyers running their own brands. They want to add logos, change patterns or prints, and customize packaging to show their brand identity. They will also like to customize in small quantities to test the market, plus fast enough to keep up with the trend. Aligning with suppliers on design details is consistently the most time-intensive aspect, often involving extensive back and forth communication, just to ensure both parties share the same understanding. So in short, our buyers, they aren't just sourcing products. They're building and refreshing brands. But turning an idea into a market-ready, brand-ready product still takes time, design skill, and coordination. And that's exactly the problem we set out to solve. From simple tweaks to high-level designs, Decision, our advanced design capabilities powering fast customization, helps you create on-trend, brand-ready products in minutes. And the best part is, you don't need any design background to get started. And even if you have a design team, it gives them fresh assets and inspiration to help them work smarter and move faster. So now, let's take a closer look at what Decision brings to fast customization, starting with the foundation of every great design, assets. So through our collaboration with Monotype, which is a global leader in typography, fast customization gives you more than 100 licensed fonts, supporting 18 languages across key markets in the Americas, Europe, and Southeast Asia. You'll also find more than 300 licensed patterns and graphics, from seasonal favorites like Christmas, birthdays, to industry-specific design for packaging, beauty, apparel, and more. Flexible in 2 formats. Stickers, where you can just freely place and combine, and templates, which are pre-arranged for instant use. And all of these are licensed for worry-free commercial use. So now, assets are just the start. Let's see how we can bring them to life. So imagine a mid-sized skincare brand in the US planning a new limited edition product drop. Their design team is under pressure, it's very tight timeline, and also in need of fresh inspiration. With fast customization, they can jumpstart the process by selecting a pre-made packaging holiday template from our asset library. Then edit the image by cropping, editing, rotating to perfectly fit their packaging or labels. They can also work with multiple layers to easily insert their brand elements, adjust the layout, and fine-tune positioning. So you see, everything here is made simple, intuitive, and ready for production. So the brand can create polished, market-ready visual in minutes. Now, let's take it up a notch, turning even the simplest photo into a powerful brand visual. And let me use something personal here. So this is actually my own pet, Tater Tot, snapped in an unexpected moment with my iPhone 12 Pro. Yeah, as you can see, he's just roaring. And because this was taken on an older iPhone, what we'll do is we'll use our advanced design capabilities to enhance the image quality first. Like soften the fur, brighten the eye, sharpen every detail until it's crystal clear and production ready. We'll then remove that messy background so Tay-Tay instantly pops off the screen. And if you want more styles and variations, we can just apply a style filter, transforming it into a one-of-kind brand visual, ready to use on your product. So you see, that's the beauty here, right? Even a quick snapshot can become your brand's signature, creating a unique identity that helps your products stand out. So now, we're already seeing AI enhancing every stage of design in fast customization. And soon, we're taking design even further with something brand new. AI-powered content creation. And here is where it gets fun. So instead of just polishing up a photo, text to image lets pure imagination come alive. So type in a line like, woman holding the earth above her head, happy expression, minimalistic, cute style. And boom, you've got a vivid, high-quality visual the world has never seen before. And it doesn't stop there. With image to image, you can take that same visual and reimagine the gestures. Arms raised, hands open, looking left, looking right, building out a whole new series of variation, each one instantly ready for your products. So you see, that's the shift. Design plus AI isn't just another tool. It's your creative partner helping you leap from a spark of inspiration straight into a market-ready design library, faster than ever.
Every great brand starts with a simple connection, a shared laugh, a spark of joy. For Mia, that connection was with her cat, Luna, a social media star with a global fan base. Mia dreamed of letting those fans hold a piece of Luna's charm. But designing custom products from scratch felt just out of reach. That all changed the day Mia discovered the design editor on Alibaba.com, a tool powered by Decision that turned her raw ideas into real products. Ready for the world. She simply uploaded her favorite photo of Luna and instantly saw her idea come to life on a canvas bag. But to build true brand, Mia knew she needed more. With one tap, the messy sofa background was gone. She then added Team Luna in a creative font and dropped in a few playful stickers. She experimented freely with layouts and styles, turning creative sparks into visuals that spoke for her brand. Her first merch was a success. As orders poured in, Mia was inspired to launch more collections. When she saw the design editor's global visual library, packed with graphics from top artists and cleared for commercial use, she felt more confident than ever. With a little AI magic, Mia created a new series of designs featuring Luna in different styles and postures. And with hundreds of customizable products on Alibaba.com, she brought her unique designs to mugs, t-shirts, phone cases, and more. The design editor became her brand's creative studio and the engine fueling her business, turning every idea into reality. Inspired by Mia's journey, now it's your turn. Transform your vision into custom products with the